Governor Hope Uzodinma is really serious about is immortalizing the former chief of staff to the president, Abba Kyari. Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State on Monday said he plans to rename the state-owned Imo University after the late chief of staff to the president, Abba Kyari. The governor stated this when the management staff of the university, led by the vice-chancellor, Adobe Obasi, paid him a visit at Government House, Owerri. Mr. Kyari died of complications arising from an infection of coronavirus and was being buried in Abuja on Saturday. Mr. Uzodinma, according to a statement from his chief press secretary, Oguwike Nwachukwu, said Mr. Kyari played a pivotal role in the liberation of Imo State. He said no gesture is too big for a man who died as a patriot, although the governor in the statement did not elaborate on what he meant by the liberation of Imo. He emerged governor based on a Supreme Court ruling after initially coming forth in the governorship election last year. Mr. Uzodinma is a member of Nigeria's ruling All Progressives Congress. The governor also said that consultations are underway with relevant stakeholders both in the education sector and in the state to critically look at the plan to rename the university and take a decision. The governor, who urged the management staff of IMSU to live up to expectation, retweeted his administration's commitment to providing quality education in the state. He noted that Imo State University, as the epicenter, cannot be left behind. Wow, it really meant business that is going to immortalize Abba Kyari in that state. I hope the Imo people will agree to this, because this man has been saying a lot of things that the people are not even ready to accept. I could remember when Goodluck Jonathan then tried to rename Lagos State University after Abiola, even for the fact that people from that region, they love Abiola, they loved what he did. They said, no, 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 you cannot do that. You can't just do that. And they rejected it. And the president then, Goodluck Jonathan, had to revise what he said concerning that. So it is the same thing. If more people want that kind of a thing to happen, it would have been a different thing. Of course, if they want it, he will go ahead. If he has the support of the people, he will do that. But the issue is that I don't just understand. The man died on Saturday, and even since that day, he started talking about, oh, how he's going to do a lot of things, immortalize the man in the States and all of those things. Even the people from his state, they have not even suggested that. But I don't know why he's crying more than the bereaved, in my opinion, because I don't know how that is going to help the state, Imo State University, that has been like that for a very long time now, because I don't know that the man liberated Imo from where. I don't understand. Well, let Imo Light, let them decide on what they want and how they want things to go in the first place. If they accept it, good and fine. Who are the outsiders? The Imo Light will be able to say, yes, we are interested, or we are happy, or you are good to go with that. Yes, our people are beginning to react. Someone says that is very commendable. Who is now better between Okorocha and Uzodinma? Somebody is asking that question. Ikedi Ohahim did that in 2011. He changed it to Ikedi Ohahim University, Owerri. Even wrote it on the main gate. Rochas came and returned it to the Imo State University. Even if he succeeds in changing it, the chances are he will not win a reflection, since those that put him in power are no longer in office. Emeka Ihedioha will return it to Imo State University. Which institution, universities, airports, or stadiums anywhere in other parts of the country that can be renamed, can have been named after a person as an Igbo person's name? Uzodinma is a patriotic Nigeria, if true. We need more people like him in Southeast politics, because some say this is foolishness. For the first time in the history of East, we are having a leader that can become a true nationalist and unsentimental leader. Well done. We are watching you, and you might be the first Igbo president in Nigeria. Some say meant to say that late Abba Kyari instructed Tanko, the Frey grandpa, to ignore legality and declare number fourth man in election result ranking as winner. This is one of the evidence of the wicked late Abba Kyari. He was the cause of the civil unrest in Imo. He was the cause of the fight turning brother against brother. The devil comment not to comment but to steal, to kill and destroy. That was what that man has been doing, using Boko people, Fulani Esme. It soon be well with the wicked. Amen. So hopeless, Uzodinma wants to appreciate his evil godfather by naming Imo State University as Abba Kyari University. Okay. Someone says, no, he has a stolen mandate. Nice one. Someone says, it's quite funny, really quite funny. This will be the greatest undoing by Uzodinma, mark my words. You, all of people should know it cannot hold. It's not going to be allowed. Even if a hope forces, then it will be reversed in the nearest future. Don't mind him trying to honor the man that made him governor in the most dubious way I have ever seen in the history of Nigeria. And someone is saying here that if Ihedioha could do that and Rochas change it, so definitely it's still going to happen if he succeed in doing that. Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Nnamdi Azikiwe International Expressway, Abuja. Nnamdi Azikiwe Expressway, Kaduna. Modified Ozumba Mbadiwe Road, Victoria Island. That's what happens when you become a stooge. You will go all out impressing your masters, even when you have pressing national issues. That's okay. It doesn't change my mind. That is a nice idea and action taken by the governor. I see nothing wrong with that. Even the second Niger bridge in Asaba will be named after President Buhari upon completion. Say what you know. Ikedi named it Evan Ekwerim University, not Ikedi Yoahim University. Late Evan Ekwerim was the governor that founded the new Imo State University. Stop giving people false information. Somebody is correcting somebody there that Ikedi did not do that, that he changed it to somebody else's name. And someone says, okay, just like naming Kano State University, Ojuku University. Someone is laughing. I can see it's beginning to unveil who brought some people to power. Supreme Court Governor, watch how Amajiri go praise them. They will praise and they will be so happy about that. What of Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja? Here, you have your answer. Don't change the question. You know, a lot of people have a different opinions concerning what Ehige has been saying, but I don't know whether these people they believe in the people that they are leading, because they believe that once they get into power, they can do and undo. They become demigods. Nobody will want to. They will not want to listen to people, because most of the time they believe that the votes most of the time do not count. Those votes do not count. They must have prepared and planned themselves towards that. But in the first place, of course, a lot of things have been happening in Aso Villa, because at the end of the day, people just to see that this man was so powerful, just being the chief of staff. Who made him to be powerful? The same president who made him to be powerful. So are you going to be blaming anybody? Nobody's going to be blaming anybody for him to have been so powerful to the extent that this man wants to rename the university in his state in his name. You know, that's to tell you that he really played a very big role, and he's not really ashamed of that. He's saying it boldly that this man was an instrument to him becoming the governor, that he liberated Imo State from who? I don't know, chief of staff. How come? Because this man has not even been a politician before now. So all of a sudden, you know, that is to tell you people have been talking about the de facto president. He was when he was alive. So a lot of things was really going on while he was in that Aso Rock. And you could see that people are now rejoicing. You're just like, why should it be so? Because this man has not even been in politics to that large extent. All of a sudden, Buhari just made him so powerful. And this man is saying, oh, he played a very, very big role in his life, and in him becoming the president or the governor of the state. So guys, what do you think? Some people are saying, it's a welcome idea. Some say, you should just go ahead, that it will be reversed back. What do you think? Do you think it's a good thing? It's a welcome development by the Imolite? Let them tell us what they feel about this. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.